Hey guys, this is Adam.
And this is Connor.
And today we don't have the most fun topic.
No, we're talking about complaining.
Right, and specifically we are complaining to one person who might have a lot of control in our lives.
Yes, if you are renting an apartment, you probably have a landlord.
Right, so today we have a dialogue between Kelly, who is living at an apartment, and Rob, who is her landlord, and it sounds like there are lots of things to complain about.
All right, well, let's take a listen.
Hi, Rob. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Not at all, Kelly. What can I do for you?
Well, both the shower and the toilet started leaking this week.
Don't you have the mop I left for you?
I do, but I don't think I should have to mop every time I take a shower.
Okay, I'll ask my brother to go take a look.
Thank you. Also, the air conditioner is broken again.
Are you sure you're using the remote properly?
I'm sure, but I'm not sure that it can be repaired. You might need to replace it.
Right. I'll ask my brother to take a look.
Okay. Also, I discovered some cockroaches in the kitchen.
Maybe you're just not keeping it neat and tidy?
I assure you, I am.
Well then, I'll send my brother over with some chemicals.
Great. One last thing. I want to make a noise complaint about the neighbors. Could you ask your brother to talk to them?
That might be a little difficult.
Why's that?
Because my brother is your neighbor.
Okay, we just heard that dialogue between Kelly and Rob. Kelly is renting an apartment and has a question for her landlord.
Right, she asks, Rob, did I catch you at a bad time?
This is a really great expression. It's pretty casual, it's very polite, and it just means, can I talk to you?
Right, is it convenient now?
Is it convenient now? Yeah. So we don't say, is it convenient now? We might say, can I talk to you now? But this is just a really casual, great phrase.
Exactly. We might even say, is now a good time?
Oh, is now a good time?
Right.
Yes. So did I catch you at a bad time? Rob says, not at all. That means, please tell me your problems.
Right, and then he gives another really great phrase here to ask, what can I do for you?
Oh yeah, what can I do for you? Now, you might have heard this when you go into a store, any kind of store. The employees will ask you, what can I do for you? How can I help you?
How can I help you? Exactly. And it sounds like there are lots of things that he can do for her.
Yeah, she has some problems. The first problem is this. The shower and the toilet started leaking this week.
Ooh, okay. So the shower, we should know that is where we wash ourselves. It could be the place or the activity. You take a shower in the shower.
Yes, exactly. And it could be part of a bath, or it could just be a small shower.
Exactly. And of course, a toilet is a toilet is a toilet. Now, both of these things, a shower and a toilet, they are both things that can leak.
Yeah, because they use water, don't they? Yeah, so leak is usually water.
Right.
It could be something else like juice, I don't know, is coming out slowly.
Right, exactly. I'm thinking about coffee cup.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes the coffee will leak out of the cup. And if it's something that leaks all the time, we use the adjective leaky.
It's leaky. There's probably a small crack. Maybe it's a little bit broken and there is, coffee or water coming out if it's leaky. And so if you have a leaky shower or toilet, you're going to need a mop.
Well, it sounds like Rob, this great guy, left a mop for Kelly.
Yes, and she's been using that every time she takes a shower.
Now, it's funny here because we do see the word mop as a noun. It is the thing that you use to mop.
Right, and that's a little different from using a broom. We use a broom to sweep the floor.
Right, you can't say to broom the floor, but you can mop the floor with a mop.
Exactly. Right, so Rob says, all right, I'll ask my brother to go take a look. But Kelly has another problem. The air conditioner is broken again.
Right. Okay, so air conditioner, I think we all know what an air conditioner is. Two things to mention here. Air conditioner is really long.
Yeah, it's a long word. So usually we just say AC.
Right, the AC is broken again. Now, the other important thing to remember here is that in the West, in North America, AC or an air conditioner or air conditioning, the very general idea of it, is really only used to talk about cold air.
Yeah, we don't use it to talk about a heater. A heater is a heater. An air conditioner is for cold air.
Right. We use an air conditioner in the summertime, and in the winter, we use a heater.
Right, yes. But you're going to be getting pretty hot if your air conditioner, if your AC is broken.
Right. And it sounds like this is not a new problem because she says it's broken again.
Right, so broken. You guys know this one. I mean, maybe it actually fell off the wall and it like is broken in many pieces.
Right.
Or maybe it's just some of the electronic stuff is broken.
It could just be really old, right?
Maybe it's old.
It's like Connor said, it's just not working. So, if we say I broke the glass, that's an okay thing to say. We could say broken glass, that's all right, but we don't really say the glass isn't working.
Yeah.
So it doesn't go both ways. A machine can be broken because it's in many different pieces, or it can be broken because it's old, but usually for things like glass or maybe a bowl, just say it's broken.
And my dad says this all the time when he's trying to use the TVs. Like, oh, the TV's not working. And I said, are you using the remote properly?
Ah, yes. It's funny you should mention that. My dad has the exact same problem. And it's unfortunate because in 2019, we have so many remotes in our homes.
Oh, yeah. I have like 4 or 5.
Right. When I was a kid, we had one, and my dad did not know how to use it properly. And now he has 25.
Yeah.
And just the poor thing. So what is a remote?
Yeah, so a remote control, as we call it, is that little, I guess, a box?
Kind of like a box. You put it in your hands, you push the buttons, and your TV turns on.
It turns on, it changes channel, it does all kinds of things.
Right, exactly. Now again, you can call that the remote control. We usually like to be a bit shorter with our expressions in English, so just the remote is okay.
Yeah, and it always seems to be that remote, you can find it under the seat cushions on your couch.
Yes, they fall down there very easily. Now, one thing that is maybe not so easy is using these properly.
Right, properly means in the correct way.
So again, think of our dads, or maybe your dad has the same problem.
Yeah.
Maybe it's upside or backwards. Maybe it's backwards. I think my dad has done that before.
Yeah.
Dad, you have to actually point it at the TV.
Yeah, and they have this problem for all kinds of electronic things like, iPhones and whatever. They're not using them properly because they didn't learn properly.
Ah, that's a really good one. Yeah. There are many things in my life that I feel I did not learn properly. And so now, I try to go back and relearn.
Like riding a bike?
Like riding a bike. Yeah, exactly. Well, one of them is exercise.
Yes.
Right? I mean, I've always exercised, but I wasn't doing it properly. I wasn't using the correct way or the best way. Okay, so here, repaired, well, it basically means fix.
Yeah, fix. It's a little more specific than fix, right?
Yeah, and it's definitely more formal too.
Oh,
I'd
that's
say.
the big thing. Yeah, it's more formal. I gotta fix my phone. I gotta fix my car. Or if you want to speak more, formally, you could say my car needs to be repaired.
Yes, that's it exactly. So think about all of the things that could be broken in your apartment, or maybe are just too old or too ugly, too smelly.
Yeah.
Things that you either want to repair or replace. So basically, replaced just means that you get rid of the old one and you find a new one.
Yeah, to do that instead of it. Yeah, it seems like people often just like to replace things. They like new things.
New things, yeah, exactly. Now, if you want to be smart and save money, you can try to repair them.
Right. And of course, Rob says here, I'll ask my brother to take a look. Sounds like that brother's pretty useful.
Pretty useful. Useful brother, exactly. I have a feeling that this useful brother is not going to suggest replace, is probably going to suggest repair. But anyway, we have another problem.
Yes, we do. So this one is like a nightmare. I could not imagine having this problem in my apartment. Kelly discovered some cockroaches in the kitchen.
Oh, okay, so cockroaches. You've all seen them.
Yeah.
You might even call them your strong brothers, but they are not our brothers.
Yes, they are like kind of the toughest insect in the world, and they're everywhere, right?
Yeah, it's so hard to kill them.
Yeah. And they're fast.
And they're fast, exactly. Whenever I wake up in the middle of the night to have a glass of water, I turn on the light and there's cockroaches on the floor.
Yeah, running away.
Oh, it's really scary.
Yeah. I would almost say they're worse than spiders.
Yeah, spiders, they kind of leave you alone, but cockroaches, they're just so big and so, Anyway, there is a way that you can help to keep cockroaches away, which is keeping your kitchen neat and tidy.
Neat and tidy. So first of all, we have this word neat. Neat, it basically means not messy, right? And the thing is, tidy kind of has the same meaning.
Yeah, they're really, really similar, and that's why we put them in a chunk like this, neat and tidy. I don't want you to leave that room until it's neat and tidy.
Yes, exactly. That's kind of how we say this. We just say them together. It's always neat and tidy.
Right. Now, so this is what Rob says to Kelly, maybe there's cockroaches because you're not keeping the kitchen neat and tidy.
No, but she is very confident that she is. So she says, I assure you, I am.
Okay, so assure here is basically like promise or guarantee.
Yeah, it's to emphasize how confident you are, how sure you are. So here comes Rob's brother again in dialogue. Rob says, I'll send my brother over with some chemicals.
Okay, so send somebody somewhere, that's not anything crazy. But when we add this word over, it kind of changes the meaning a little bit.
Like it does mean over there or to that place, but it kind of gives it a more casual sense, like it's not a big deal, we're not going very far.
And it won't take very long.
Right, exactly. Like, I probably wouldn't say, I'm gonna go over to Paris.
Well, unless you had a helicopter.
Oh, yeah, unless
right?
you're rich.
Yeah, if you were really rich, then everything's easy, so you could go do that.
Yeah.
Usually I would say something like, I'm going over to Steve's house after dinner. It doesn't mean I'm going for anything important. It's just for fun or quickly.
And something you do maybe often.
Right, exactly. Another thing I would think of is not a person, but a thing. We often send an email over.
Yeah, exactly. Again, it's casual.
It's casual.
Not something difficult. Now, something that does sound difficult here is this word chemicals.
Yeah, so chemicals, of course, can mean almost anything. In this case, these chemicals have one purpose, which is to kill the strong brother, the cockroach in the kitchen.
Yeah, and maybe clean the kitchen too. And it's interesting these days, a lot of people are using more natural products because they say it doesn't have any chemicals in it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's funny. Chemicals is not a negative word.
Right.
But for a lot of people, it is because they can do things like kill cockroaches. That's on the one hand positive, but on the other hand, if they can kill cockroaches, they can probably kill lots of other things.
Yeah, but it's just funny because natural things, even our bodies are made of chemicals.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just something to note there. Chemicals are just chemicals, but usually a lot of people, they take this word and they link it with the word poison. Which in this case, it actually is poison.
Basically, yeah. Okay, and there's one more thing that Kelly has to say about her apartment. Well, she wants to make a noise complaint about the neighbors.
Okay, so complain. We know complain. The title of this lesson is complaining. But when we're talking about a noun form of complaining, we use the word complaint.
And usually the verb we use with that is make.
Make, yeah, you make a complaint. I'd like to make a complaint. It's usually about something, a complaint about the service, a complaint about the, in this case, noise.
Yeah, so noise complaint. And it finishes with a T, right? But we don't say, I'd like to make a noise complaint.
Right, yeah. We just kind of swallow that sound. So I'd like to make a noise complaint about the neighbors.
A noise complaint about the neighbors. Good.
And then, I think because Kelly realizes, hey, Rob's brother is pretty useful and he seems to help a lot, maybe Rob's brother can go next door and talk to the neighbors.
Yes, but the problem with that is the neighbor who's making the noise is the brother.
Is the brother.
Oh.
Okay. So I guess we know why it's so easy for Rob's brother to go have a look. Yeah, go over and have a look.
Yeah. All right. So this dialogue is actually really funny. I mean, a lot of these things do happen. It's tough being a tenant sometimes, right? Yeah. I mean, you have to find a nice landlord. And sometimes landlords can be a little bit crazy.
Yes, exactly. Okay, guys, well, we want to know about your experiences. Have you ever had a nightmare landlord? Or maybe you are the landlord and your tenants are always complaining to you and you're thinking, guys, just relax.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right, well, let us know in the comments and any other questions you have. Until next time, we'll talk to you later.
All right.
Did I catch you at a bad time? What can I do for you? Shower. Leaking. Air conditioner. Broken. Remote. Properly. Repaired. Cockroaches. Neat and tidy. Assure. Chemicals. Noise complaint.